Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Dose for Wednesday, June 24th, 2026. Seems like we'll never stop talking about this player, Brendan Sorsby. He's a sports law course in himself. He signs with Cincinnati in January, and he has left Cincinnati behind with a buyout in his contract that all of a sudden surfaces. So he starts the legal bill right there where he has someone representing him because Cincinnati's after their money as part of their contract, which he split on, to go to Texas Tech for a big number there. Texas Tech's all excited. They get him. They start paying him, I assume, because these NIL contracts start in February. As a star quarterback for Texas Tech to be in 2026, well, not so fast. Comes out that he's made thousands of bets, first at Indiana, who knows how much longer, even betting on his own team. It doesn't matter that he didn't play. It doesn't matter that he bet on his own team. The NCAA declares him permanently ineligible. He says, wait, I can go to state court. Found a state court judge, lets him play. The Big 12 says, no, we're suing Texas Tech because our rules say you can't play a player like that. So Texas Tech and Sorsby get together, give up the ghost, wave the white flag. Sorsby goes to the supplemental draft, or so he thought. The NFL now, he's done with college, now we're in the pros. The NFL says, no, we're not going to have a supplemental draft because you're the only one that applied, and we don't like your contrition or lack thereof in what you did, and you just got us this basically a few days before the deadline, and basically you're saying, I can't play college anymore, let me into the pros, and the NFL says no. And now it gets into a legal question whether they can say no. The language says they can or cannot hold a supplemental draft. Now, there's precedent in the past where they've never sort of decided not to hold a supplemental draft because they didn't like the person entering the supplemental draft. But I think he's going to have a tough uphill battle. He has hired Jeffrey Kessler, who originally sued the NCAA on his behalf. Now they're going to sue, allegedly, the NFL on his behalf as part of the NFLPA and the collective bargaining agreement. But there's the pesky matter of not being part of the NFLPA, which according to the NFLPA website, you're only a part of when you sign a contract, either as an undrafted free agent or as a drafted player. And he has not been eligible for the draft. He will be eligible, we assume, for the April draft, but that's a long way away. People say, well, why can't he just sign as a free agent? You can't sign as a free agent unless you're draft eligible. The people that sign as free agents either weren't drafted or were drafted long ago and now are cut and free agents. So Sorsby doesn't seem to have a path to pro football anytime soon. He can go to Canada, probably won't do that. He can go to the UFL, but that's in April. So I guess he is supposed to prepare for the 2027 NFL draft. As far as whether he goes back to Texas Tech, I think he could. I think they said they'd rehab him and accept him, but he's not going to play there. So it'd be interesting to see if he still gets paid if he goes back there not playing football. Anyway, I know there's a few people saying, well, the NFL should hold the draft and they're going to get sued. I think the NFL wins this. The language is pretty clear. They can hold a supplemental draft, basically, I'm paraphrasing, if they want. They don't want to. They don't want to declare a draft for a guy that they don't really want in, and we obviously know the reason. The integrity of the game is threatened by gambling. We can all make fun of gambling interests that leagues have, but with players, it's different. It's do as I say, don't do as I do. And Sorsby's out of luck. As for now, I have a feeling this won't end. Brendan Sorsby's a sports law course in itself. Not to one, maybe 2, 3 weeks in my sports law class this fall is going to be titled Brendan Sorsby. Have a great day.